Evening, Billy. How you doing, mate? I forgot the Warner thing was on as well, eh? Good evening, Tessa. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, good evening, everyone. Bruce Foster, your host, Jetski Republic. Hope everyone's well. I've had a great weekend, and your week's going pretty well as well. So tonight's show, we've got someone on from the SCX event, which is due later on next month, 8th and 9th of April. Matty O'Connor. Been speaking to him a couple of weeks ago. I was recommended by Jeff Lakeford to get him on. So I touched base with Matthew, and to my surprise, he actually agreed to come on, which I was quite surprised at. But great stuff. We've got him on tonight, so we'll have him on a little bit later on. First of all, we're going to go to just a quick roundup and catch up on the racing, and I don't have much on the ride side of things. It'll probably just be a shout out at the end. So we'll go with the roundups first on the events, and let's see where we go here. Let me find my pages, and here we go. All right. So QPWC guys, we've got the racing this weekend up at Clontarf, Bells Beach. If you are looking for something to do, get yourself up there. If you help out, guys, if we're needing to find volunteers, score the races. Let's not rely on the same people all the time. Let's change things up if we can. If you've got a spare couple of hours, come up, help out the organisers, and really, you'll be really doing them a big favour. So just if you want to race, round 4 entries are still open. Obviously the cut-off date for the $120 fee for racing has obviously passed, but you can still join it even after Monday. It will cost you a little bit higher, a little bit more, an extra $30, $150. As you can see, we've got the entry forms. You can download them, get them in. And yeah, so definitely one to watch, one to go up and watch. I went up to the round 3, and it was a great event. The weather, from a spectator's point of view, the weather was all right. It was passable. It was a little bit windy, but from a racer's point of view, it was a bit mad. Can everybody hear me okay? Can I get a thumbs up if people can hear me? If I disappeared. I think we're still live. Yep, okay. Yeah, I can't see you. Billy, I don't know why you can't see me, mate. I'm on all the feeds. Can you hear me all right, Billy? Let's go out of this and see. I don't know how you can't see me, Billy. Strange one. I think Tessa, can you see me all right? Don't know what's going on now. Billy, I've got it up on the live screen here, and I can see everything seems to be in place, so I don't know why you can see me. Chop can see me. Gabby can see me. Ooh. I think you've got gremlins there, Billy. Yep, Tessa's good. Kelly, can you see me? Billy, you're blind. You better stay clear, Tessa. Okay. What have we got? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, so guys, get yourself up to Clontarf this weekend. It's round 4, and it'll be great. The weather is definitely looking better for this coming weekend compared to last time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a video of Jeff's. So there you go. You get an idea how mad it actually was. And nice one, Billy. I reserve the right to remain silent. So that's a QPWC. I've got another one from Jeff's, which was shown. Bobby Cordone showed it yesterday as well. I'm going to share it as well, but I'm going to leave that one till later on. And let's move on to New South Wales, and we'll go for what have they got coming up. Yep, here we go. So they have the day after. They've got their racing. Where about is it again? Billy, do you know where their racing is again? Is it down at the same place again? They're the day after Clontarf anyway, so unless some people from Queensland are making an overnighter, that's going to be a tough one for our guys to get to. But yeah, if you get a chance, if you're down that way, get a chance and pop over and have a look. And my understanding was that their entry is Chipping Norton. That's it. Yep. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that, Billy. Yeah. So Chipping Norton, same place as last time. I believe the entries are carrying over from the last round, which was cancelled. Tessa, that's not a very good answer. I don't think it's quite Sydney. But again, guys, get down there, help them out, and if you want to race, get your entries in now. The sooner the better. I'm assuming it doesn't say if they're still taking them, but I would think they probably would. So definitely give them a crack as well and check them out. And let's see what Victoria has. They've got some racing coming up as well. They are the following weekend. Just a reminder for you guys, this is the same weekend as the SCX, and also, oh geez, Billy, Paul Baisley's heading down. He's flying down Saturday night. He's got a spare ski there. Man, he's keen. Good evening, George. How are you, mate? Paul keen. Good luck to you, mate. Yeah, so Victoria's got racing on the 8th, on the 9th and 10th. Same weekend as the SCX up at Alex Heads. But if you're down that way, check it out. I know it's the same weekend as the F1 Grand Prix in Melbourne. So, but if you're looking for some alternate thing to do, get down. Still looking for entries. As it says in the message there, 11 days to go. So, yeah, check them all out. Guys, if you're any one of them, QPWC, New South Wales PWC, Victoria Jetski, yeah, check them out. And if you can, try and help them out as well. So, yeah, let's see. And the final thing I have, which is I'm going over the water. I'm going to call this one out just now as well. Jetski racing down in New South Wales, down in New Zealand. Yeah, they've got Aqua X Grand Prix coming up. Kinloch, is that Tupou? I think that's how you pronounce it, Tupou. 23rd, 24th of April. It's a little while. I believe the borders are getting opened up just before that. So if anyone's planning on going down, it might get probably a bit tight to get there, but they'll be racing down there. I'm going to keep an eye on them in the future as well. Include these guys in it, in the show, and yeah, just spread the net a little bit wider, and yeah, it's going to be good to include them as well. So let's see, where are we at? Alrighty. Okay, so moving on now. We've got the SCX coming up pretty soon, so it's only a week away. So yeah, it's a big event. I'm not going to say much about it. I'm going to give our guest Matty O'Connor a shout on this one. He can fill everyone in, and let me just dial him in and get him on, and then we can go from there. Hopefully he answers. What's he doing? Try him again. I think he's pulling a fast one on me here. Come on, Matthew. Oh, Matthew, where are you at, mate? Where are you at? Doesn't want to answer. Hey, Matty.
Hi.
You got your video going? You got your video rolling?
Hang on. I've set up here on my laptop. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Right. It's like we're doing it this way. Oh fuck! There's low battery. I set up my last 15 minutes setting up my laptop to. The call didn't come through on it.
You're just as bad as me, Matty, because I was setting up some stuff literally as we were going on live. So good to have you on, mate.
Wait, if it goes to 10%, I'll just run in and grab my charger. I've got all this PowerPoint sliding.
Have you got? I don't. Well, what, you're going to be able to show some stuff?
No, I just was trying to look like
right, okay. All right. So,
no.
listen, for everyone who's tuning in, on what we got about a dozen or so in at the moment, but it'll be getting shared everywhere else. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then bang on about the SCX and let us know what's going on with that. So, it's all yours, mate.
Thanks, Bruce. No, appreciate it. Thanks, Jetski Republic, for having me on board today. Yeah, can't always predict technology the way it's going to come at you, but like that's why we have contingency plans, isn't it?
Listen, mate, the first 3 weeks of my shows, I had nothing but little problems, and even now I still get the odd little glitches here and there. But now that I've identified what they are, I can resolve them pretty quickly now. So we're all good. So anyway, on you go, mate.
I have my headset and everything. Okay, right, let's roll. I'm just going to switch it off so it doesn't flick over. Okay, so g'day. I'm Matty O'Connor. Myself, and with the help of a lot of people, we've evolved this event called SCX. It stands for Sunny Coast Extreme, which is a local comp. Yep. So open to the public, anyone can join. Started as a free ride competition, so just all the people that would the guy. It was like another one from Surf Slam or Rip and Ride or any of the Australian comps, like the boys over in Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, they're putting on events, and like it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig, like doing events. And so I tried to do this thing a little bit differently, which was like not build it just into a free ride comp. Like that's our roots. And this event is built on the back of free ride and always will be, which is why free ride, to me, it's like that's my sport. That's my passion. But it's kind of grown. We grew it as like something that could be something else. More like something of a spectacle for the community. Bringing in the public, like bringing that spectator, family thing in. Like we've got Prestige AV and Nate Vanderway like coming in every year and just putting on this incredible sound and beat, setting the vibe for the event. So it's kind of blown up in my face this year. In the regard that we're like nearly a week out from it. I haven't done an official media release yet. Like usually every year I'm flogging it to all the radio stations and to everyone. And this is the first year, and just like speaking from the heart, like honestly, it's kind of thrown me. I haven't approached anyone. They've been approaching me. Yep. So super humbled, but also like daunted, man. Like what have we got ourselves into here?
Mate, that's recognition, mate. That's recognition.
Careful what you wish for, because when crazy, yeah. So super humbled. So I don't know, mate. I'm right now. I'm going through my checklist, and I'm just doing, get the event done. My sister actually said to me yesterday, she's like, usually you're so stoked about this, and I'm like, it's going mental. This thing blowing up. We've got QPWC with like awesome support. Those guys are running their surf titles. It's going to be fantastic. Like great event. They're such a pleasure to work with. Like Charlie and Carla have just been amazing through the whole thing. Great communication. With the free ride thing, that's our core. So we've got the whole crew.
Listen, Matty, while I've got you here, you can keep talking. What I'll do is I'm going to switch screens, and I'm going to play some of Jeff's promo videos that he's done for you the last couple of years. Okay, so let me just flick the screens here, and we'll go through some of them. So you can keep talking away, and I can imagine it being total madness. So give me a second.
No, mate. It's just like it's fantastic because the event itself has kind of taken on its own life.
2 seconds. I'll turn that music down.
You're right, mate.
Right, go on. Keep talking, mate.
So the event itself has kind of taken on its own life. Is kind of what I'm kind of.
That's good though. That's good because, like you say, you've been hustling and trying to make it a big event, and whether you intended to make it that big or not,
It's hard to hustle a good product, though. It's like.
Well, that's it. It's a great event for the area. It's like I don't think there's anything quite like it probably in Queensland at the moment.
No, there's nothing like it in the world.
Yeah.
There's no multi-action sport comps.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the only thing that is, I wouldn't even say the name in the same sentence, but the only thing that is similar is like your nitro circuses, but then there's like District X that started down south.
Yep.
There's like 12 different events. I think that they did that last year, or I think they went to do it last year and they had to postpone.
Yep.
Yeah, like really, I take those as massive compliments. We're ahead of the curve by like 3 or 4 years, but we're only just getting started because like it's a local thing. We're not charging the public. You don't have to pay to come and look at it. You have to pay to compete, but it's going to be worthwhile. Yeah, like sponsors, I hope, get like insane return on investments from the actual like huge crowds and that.
Yep.
And then, maybe one day, we're live streaming it this year as well with Digital Barista.
I saw that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Hey, mate, put us into the stratosphere. But like having that, I'm gonna start pitching our event to, I don't know, corporate.
Well, I noticed that Touch Footy was getting shown on KO, and it was kind of a similar setup to what you guys were doing as far as what they were showing. Second, I'll just turn this one down as well. Yeah, so it was a similar setup that they had with the Touch Footy and that was at the sunny coast as well, and it was over 3 days. I think it was 3 days or a week or something like that. It was quite a big one. It was quite a big competition, and it was getting streamed on KO. So there's something for you to even aim for, which wouldn't be a bad thing.
On Keto, yeah.
Definitely. On KO, yeah, on KO Sports.
Oh, KO, yeah.
Yeah, KO, yeah. Sorry, it's a language. The accent.
This is like, no, we've been talking on Messenger, but this is the first time we've talked. Hey, I've worked in a lot of call centers, all right? Like, I'm terrible with accents.
Hey, listen, Matty, it's when I get told, are you from Ireland or are you from Wales? And I just turn around and say to if it happens to be an Australian, I just turn around and say, and what part of New Zealand are you from?
What where are you from, my friend? Let me ask you a couple of questions.
You're the guest, not me.
Well, you're be a good host. What's driving you to do this? What's the Jetski Republic about? Tell me about that.
Listen, I just wanted to. It started off as just wanting to share things on social media. People in the community, there's heaps and heaps of people. You see all the names, but you never know the faces. So I just wanted to try and start bringing people on into the social media realm more and kind of highlight the work that they do. And to be honest, as far as this podcast was concerned, or this whole streaming thing was concerned, like 8 weeks ago, it wasn't even crossing my mind about doing it. I did briefly mention it to Jeff Lakeford, and I don't even know if he took me seriously or not. And I never really thought anything more about it, and that was before Christmas. And then I kind of got to the point where I thought, well, you know what? Why not? What's involved in it? And then when I looked into what was involved with it, I was actually quite surprised. There wasn't really a lot you needed, and I had pretty much everything that I needed anyway to get it set up. So a lot of trial and error. Practiced and practiced before I officially went on live, and then suddenly, give me a second, I'll put the other screen up. And then suddenly it was like, yep, okay, we'll go live. And then there was all these little tech issues that were happening, and it was like frustrating because I couldn't resolve them quickly. Yep. But now I've practiced it a little bit now, and I've got used to the live setting. As soon as I figure out what the problem is, I know exactly where the fault is, and I can go and resolve it pretty quickly. Right. So I've slowly got the hang of it.
So while you're doing this now, when you're saying, oh, I'll change the music, I'll change this, because I'm not saying any of that.
Listen, do you want it? Can you see the live? Can you see the live stream?
I've just gone to it. Let me show you.
Right. Let me show you what I've got. So here we go. All right. I've got a large 42-inch TV in the corner here. I've got my laptop, all the bobs and bits, the mic, and I've even got a secondary laptop, which is actually that's gone from this laptop to the 42-inch TV, so that I can see the live stream and any comments that are made in the live stream. Because that little window there has just got too much going on that I can't put the live stream in it either. So when I'm looking around and you're speaking, I'm not being rude. It's just I've got a load of different things going on.
No, I'm just, oh mate, I'm slow. It's something.
Listen, I had no idea what was involved with this, but I thought I've got a GoPro 9 so I can get a decent video. If push comes to shove, I can use just a normal mic if I have to.
Oh, you
But
got my link
the
bottom and
quality of the
everything.
sound was pretty bad, so I ended up
Thank
getting
you.
this bad boy.
Hey, thank you for the support, my friend. This
And
is
that's all I want to do is just for people in the community is just to support them and get it out there to people to see what they're doing, so that they're getting some kind of reward back in recognition for what they're doing, like what you're doing, what Jeff's doing, what like the guy I had on last week, Steve Moles, and his dangerous adventures in Alaska. It was all that kind of stuff, and that was good. I'm sharing that with all the different websites and Facebook pages around the globe. So I just want people to get recognised. Like even Bobby Cardone on 239 Race Corner, he mentioned yesterday and last week that he was wanting to get you on. I don't know if he's been in touch with you.
Oh yeah, I'm down. They may or may not, but I'm a long time supporter of those guys, and is really that was really humbling. I remember going on there first time going on there and just being like, wow, these guys are worldwide. Really kind of took me back a bit.
Yeah.
It's like those little things.
Bobby makes it look easy though.
Oh yeah, mate. Sorry, I was expecting to be on the headset on my laptop and then it called through, but it didn't because
I wanted to just keep it nice and simple so that people, like the past few weeks I've had guests on and I just wanted to keep it as relaxed as possible and nothing too very informal. So it's just a kind of a chat and we just talk. And that's by the reason why the show's nicknamed Chew the Fat, because in Scottish terms we chew the fat. We just talk anything we talk about, bring people together and just talk about anything.
Right. Well, let me tell you a story then.
Go on.
I've been talking with the IFWA.
Go on.
Got that we're going to use their judging for this round, what that looks like, whether we're an officially sanctioned or not event. I want to get that judging consistent.
Yep.
The feedback from last year, because if nothing else, I try to listen. But the feedback from last year was that there's no competition because we're the only event in Australia, bar Perth,
yep,
mind you, which is a fantastic free ride event, awesome location and legend peeps. But bring that Australian titles back, bring some hardcore comp. We had the opportunity to go to Bali and send all of Australia's best riders over there, and we had tragic loss of Noon, who was our Bali guy, and he passed away just this year, which was horrible.
Was that your point of contact out there?
Yeah, he was actually, he's been involved with free ride and jet skiing for so long, and yeah, really great guy. We so that's sort of things come and go. I don't know. It was so sad. Never got to meet him in person, but spoke a lot, and his energy and just his attitude.
And that's what I'm trying to encourage with people. It's just a lot of people do things and they kind of hit a wall after a period of time because they feel they're not getting acknowledged for the effort and work they put into things. Like if you look at QPWC at the moment, and you've got Carla and that, and all the crew up there, they're just grinding away, and they don't always necessarily get the recognition that they deserve. But it's starting to happen now. So and even people like Jeff and stuff. Like I'm trying to look not just at jet skiing and stuff, but I'm wanting to look at. When I had Jeff on, although his media stuff was all jet ski related, it wasn't necessarily about the jet skiing I was talking about. It was more about the media itself. It was more about the cameras. It was more about the media that was coming from the camera work he was doing. So all the photographs, the videos, the aerial shots and stuff that he was doing. That's what I was trying to highlight. And for those people that get a bit daunted by it, or don't really know what the best items are to use, then by highlighting what they're using, what people like Jeff are using, then we can hopefully get them all on the right path. and they can just go and have a look at what Jeff does. They can go and have a look at what QPWC are doing, and just check their websites. Well, that's why I've got your links down there as well for your I've got your website web address as well as your Instagram and Facebook posts up there as well, so people can they know what they're looking for when they go looking. So
thank you.
It's just want to acknowledge people for what they do.
Definitely, yeah, and thank you for, but thank you for giving an F.
For everybody that's never been to one of these events before, then what are the main events that are at this SCX? And I said SCX, Tessa, not sex, okay? It's SCX, all right?
My timer. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
I was expecting to use my phone. Usually I'd be more. So this is a poster. We've got three components. Okay, so it's on the Saturday. It's a full skate park competition, sponsored by Scooter and Skate, which is a huge operation here on the coast, and they get behind every skate park event. There's Scooter, Skate, BMX, and they've been fantastic. And so that's going to be its own little self-sufficient, amazing little setup. Got the QPWC Queensland Surf titles, which I'm really excited about. It's great. And then we've got the Jet Pilot SCX Freeride Comp. So that consists of choosing Australian champion for the pro. We're running IFWA judging to choose the Australian champion. So I would say we've got every greatest rider in Australia coming. That is not damaged. I mean, Ryan Savage is coming, but he's he can't ride, but it's stoked just to.
But he's going to come anyway. Just his presence alone would help.
Just like hang out,
exactly.
Be part of it. And proper judging. The live stream's going to be all live judging. So
you're playing a video, mate. So don't worry. Just run another. Okay, go.
So the live stream, the video. Sorry, the judging is going to be live. So the results will be live as if it was kind of like live TV.
You get it in real time. Yep.
Yeah, Digital Barista are just fantastic, mate. They're going to blow this thing out of.
I'd actually love to come up and check them out. Like, unfortunately, I'm away down to Melbourne for the Grand Prix that weekend, and
got a couple of.
I would have loved to have come up and seen what's happening and see what it's all about. I've never been to one of your events.
I did ring the Grand Prix, and they said they've already booked all the dudes in, and I was like.
I promised I'd go with my son, and I've ended up having my daughter tagging along as well.
Hard, my friend. Hard pick a weekend where there's nothing on, especially now. There's like an influx of events that are happening that have been postponed through COVID.
Yeah.
I was kind of stoked just to have that. We've got really good timing with the end of Nitro Circus, and before all that crew go to US.
Yep.
So hopefully those boys will rock up. They're not going to compete in a local comp, or maybe they will come and dominate. But I tell you what, like they're legends, and just having that crew there is fantastic. It's just they're local boys, and you meet them out and about, meet them at skate parks and stuff like that. Which is most of the sponsors that I've got for this event. I'm talking like 95% of them. I've met from either Jetski events, from skate parks, from life, or like through friends. Like, it's not like that sponsorship proposal and, that formal thing.
Yeah.
None of that's been sustainable. Like, this relationship with Jet Pilot has evolved over the years. They've always been great supporters. Like places like AJSP, always supported every single event that I've ever been involved with, including racing. Like, these guys are just like fantastic supporters of the sport. Yeah. So if nothing else, if we're listening to the the people going, we want more competition because competition's dead and free ride's dying. So you do competition. So we ignite that fire. We get people stoked again to do the things that they want to do. They want to showcase. They don't want to be Australian champion, but they want to beat the best.
Yep.
So that they can know that this is in my old age. I'm learning, right?
Matty, see some of these guys that are on the stand-ups and they're doing the flips off the waves. They're just mad. That's just madness. You know, it's just like it's fantastic to look at. It looks great, but
variations like you wouldn't even Cordova flips. Pretty much every conceivable FMX trick is happening on waves, and the only difference is that our ramps are not consistent, so it's so much harder.
Right.
They're FMX riders on the surf with moving ramps.
Yeah.
So much harder.
I've got a question. Doug Cash, he's saying, please name the top 3 stunt riders at the event. Doug, what do you mean? Do you mean in jet ski, BMX, or scooter, or skateboard?
All right. Easy. All right. So Mick Anthony contacted me early days, and he was stoked. I think he is a world champion, but at least once, maybe multiple times. Right. We've been competitive on the world stage many, many times. And then we've got Will Lamond from Perth coming over, who is a FMX rider who comes over and just brings this crazy flavour. But then I got a shout out to the Queenslanders, Jimmy Blackwood, Gold Coast crew, hungry for sending it, and guys are, and I could keep going easily, but you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a fantastic pro setup. That these guys, it's all different styles, all different different styles. It's gonna be real.
You know what I love seeing about the whole event is when you see the young kids and they're all doing the stuff on their boards and the BMX bikes and stuff. You know, like some of that footage there from Jeff showing some of the young kids doing some of the mad stunts.
Yeah,
it's like, how do you even think about doing stuff like that without, for me when I was that age, there's no way I would have done it. People would have just said, "Oh, you're a bit of a pussy," but it's like, mate, I don't want to hurt myself,
My kids at the skate park, they're like 5 and 9.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff that would just, I'd be.
I've actually been doing some work with some young people, and we've been taken up to a community group called Traction in Brisbane, and basically what they do is they take the young kids that are at risk or they've disengaged from school, and they basically strip down a BMX bike. It's a brand new one. And then they get a chance to sand it down, sand it all up, and paint it all up, but they get to paint it in whatever style or colour they want. Yeah. So I was mentioning to the guy who was leading that, who apparently was on a tour, or he did some professional riding for a little while, a guy called Rico. I've forgotten his second name though. But he said he'd been around a few places, and I mentioned to him about the SCX, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm planning on maybe getting up there if I can to watch some of it." So I can't remember his second name though.
That's the blowout. Like the people are here, people know the name, and that's what's really super humbling. Yeah. Like even just out and about.
As soon as I mentioned SCX to him up at Alex Heads, he was like that. Oh yeah, I'm going to hopefully try and check that out this weekend. Next weekend, sorry. So I was like, yeah, it's on. I says I was hoping to go up as well, but obviously I can't. But
just moving my setup so that I can my hands up.
You're needing practice for when you're on Bobby's show as well, anyway. So it's helping you out, mate.
It's all right. We had zero preparation, and
you've done all right. You got away with it.
Done all right. Here we go. Let's see how that goes. Oh, look out! No, I'm tangled in wire.
You're all right though. You're lighting up quite nicely there. You must have quite a big bright screen going on there that's just lighting you up.
No, I got my little lappy, and then I've got a lamp. I like a soft light.
Just shows you off very, very nicely. It gives you a nice complexion. Is that what you're saying?
No, mate, I'm pasty as hell. I've been out on my ski for a long time. I've got my engine sitting in my shed, and
what you riding? What are you riding? Or what have you got sitting in the shed at the moment?
Oh, Wave Blaster. Yeah.
Okay.
Built by Shane Holder for Brisbane Watercraft at the time, but now Squid Industries, and now I think he's just like Life and Baby Industries, you know. he's still the OG.
That somehow gets in the way, doesn't it?
And for real, like, you know, just one of like I could rattle names all day about the incredible support that I've had to get me to this point, and yeah, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
It should be a good, great event, and I hope it really goes well for you. Listen, before we go, I normally give everyone the floor to thank and shout out to people before they go. I'll let you fire away. So the floor's all yours, and give you a shout outs, and we'll let you go, mate. I really appreciate you coming on.
I want to thank you, my friend. Got some incredible sponsors. I'll smash them all out, but thank you for this opportunity. Feeling like this boosts the platform, and then we get it out to all the sponsors. But yeah, massive shout out to Jet Pilot, QPWC, and Scooter and Skate. We've got Ace Optics, huge supporter from Day Dot, AJSP, Alex Bar and Grill, the host of our Spaghetti Night, which is a Alley.
That's what I'm going to miss. That's what I'm going to miss.
Alley Oops, which is our backup skate park. So they're an indoor skate park. So if it rains,
you can take it indoors. Awesome.
I have no idea. Anarchy Custom Trailers out of the Gold Coast. Just fantastic supporters for the last couple of years. 2 girls out of the Goldie just crushing it. But yeah, Black Flag Brewery with a pop-up bar there. Best viewing location on the coast. Donating.
Oh, that could be messy, mate. That could be messy.
It is not. It's plain. But like donating all of the proceeds to Control, which is a mentor program for teens on the Sunny local crew. Digital Barista doing the live stream. No value can be set upon that. What is about to happen? No one actually.
Without a doubt, it makes a huge difference.
Quality that this production is about to be is beyond.
Have they given you a dry run of what it's going to look like? If they give you an initial setup of how it's going to look? Oh,
fucking insane. JBA, which is Jetboard Australia, motorized jetboards.
Yep.
Craziest, awesome bit of gear, but they'll be down on site, so come check them out. Jetski XXX, which is fantastic products, which are about to go into a lot of stores around Australia. So yeah, keep an eye out for Jetski XXX. Crash Industries, LSKD, Prestige AV, Superfly Seat, Pro Rider Magazine, official media sponsor, Rhythm and Flow for On the Mic for the skate park event, Sunshine Coast Council, official destination of tourism, Sunshine Coast, Yamaha, Wave Runners and Marine. So Sunny Coast, Yamaha, like legends, absolute legends. Going to have a huge stall down there. Come and check them out. Buy Yamahas. The Dock Mooloolaba, home for our presentation night, which is like, it's the coolest venue on the coast at the moment. And that is a whole other story for a whole other show about how I got. So I want to thank Twofold, which is my graphic designers, the Hamilton twins. Rob, you're a legend. Absolute. Wet Seat, Hucken, major sponsor, major legend, and Works Racing, which have always supported me. And that's it. And thank you. And
nice one, mate. Nice one.
Republic and
a big list of people there. But listen, without their support, it's really difficult to pull these kind of events together. And it's all credit to you to get that all organised and brought together in one cohesive project to bring this event.
They're all my peeps, but the 5 photographers that I need to shout out, the crew, right, that make me look good every year. Jeff Lakeford, obviously. His videos, like, yeah, make me look good. He's a legend. Craig Mill, Andrew Donovan, AKM, Amy Moore, beautiful, and Zeke Lang. And whoever missed. No, that's it. Element Industry. Element.
Now, I've got one thing for you. Jeff has said that you've got to have a shave before next weekend.
I don't know. That's not what they're saying.
I take it the chicks are digging the beard then, mate. Is that what it is?
What? No, I wouldn't know anything about that. Jeffrey, you want a clean shaven, or you want to? I don't.
It doesn't look right when you're clean shaven when you're at an event like that. It just doesn't look right. It's out of place.
I kind of let myself go like before, and then I'll just pull my shit together the day before, and then we'll go.
Listen, all the best to you for the event, and it looks like it's going to be amazing. I hope all goes well for you. I hope the weather holds up, makes it a fantastic weekend for you.
Thanks for you.
And I wish you all the best of luck for the whole thing. All right, mate.
Thank you. Absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
No problem, mate. And we'll catch up with you again soon. Hopefully I'll meet you in the flesh pretty soon as well.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, and happy to talk to you guys. And yeah, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thanks a lot, mate. All right, take care.
See you, mate. Bye.
Cheers. So there we go. Matty O'Connor, SCX Guru. I think it's CEO. You're still giving some hassle to Matty here about you look like you've been lost in lockdown, Matty. You're going to get a roasting when you get up there next week, Jeff. You'll probably be like, bring it on. You just wanted it, yeah. So, listen, guys, it's going to be a fantastic event. I've got no doubt about it. It's been getting bigger and bigger every year. And it just looks like it's getting even bigger. As Matty said, he's got people coming to him now rather than him chasing everyone. And I think that says a lot about the kind of event that he's got set up. So, yeah, definitely get up there, check it out, and just enjoy the whole weekend. If anything, it's a great excuse to get yourself up the sunny coast, see what's happening, and just enjoy a few events that are on while you're there. So, Matty, thanks again, and we'll move on from there. So let's go back to the Queensland round 3 event, and Jeff had an event roundup. He did a short highlight video of the whole weekend, the whole day's event in round 3, and let me just share it with you. I'll pop it up now, and we'll let you guys
feel the bass drum booming in your face, son. Feel this trap beat pounding like a heartbeat. Feel the bass drum booming in the place, son. Feel the trap beat pounding like a heartbeat. I like to wind it up, I like to throw it down. I came to play a beat and I don't mess around. I hit it really hard and then I knock them down. Do you hear me? Can you feel my sound? I like to wind it up, I like to throw it down. I came to play a beat and I don't mess around. I hit it really hard and then I knock them
So there you go. That was highlights from round 3, last competition up at Quantaf. Certainly blustery weather up there and pretty horrendous. Jeff, massive shout out to you, mate. That's a cracking video. And I've got to agree with Bobby Cardone. A great soundtrack to go with it. It's a great tune. Well done, mate, and long may your work continue. So, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Just a shout out to everyone that's been on. Matty, thanks for coming on. Guys, check the racing out this weekend, no matter where you are. Whether it's Kangaroo Lakes down in Victoria, Chipping Norton in New South Wales, Quantaf up at Redcliffe for the QPWC. Check them out, get up there, help out, get out and see a bit of racing and make the most of it. They're great entertainment, and get to know some of the people that are involved in it. It's a fantastic few hours out. You'll meet some great people. So, guys, I'm going to leave you. I've this final thing. This is one picture that just blows my mind to an extent. It's like I took this picture from Seb Buhaduran. I think I pronounced his surname right. Seb, correct me if I'm wrong. He took this picture up in Port Douglas. He's been doing the variety trek, jet trek charity ride last week from Mackay up to Port Douglas. And I'm going to sign out with this particular video and leave the show at that. This is just out in the water, riding your jet ski, riding with the locals. So here you go. Good night and farewell.